Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Sylvia and I make videos on planning with the occasional review. Today is day 12. So day 12, and we're going to do a focus of, oh, there goes an ambulance. I hope everyone's okay. What was I saying? We're going to do a focus of my mental inventory because I've yet to fill that out. But first, let's fill out the actual day. So here is, oh, that's falling off. Yesterday. And like a true planner, I'm going to push it off till the last day. Is that what you do? Probably just me. Friday. Okay. Oops, I forgot to do this. I also forgot to line my top and bottom. I'm going to do that sometime. I promise. Okay. I really don't have much, like I said, to put here right now that I know I need to do. I do need to figure out something for dinner. And I need to do a lot more reading, but I mean, after the game I was so exhausted. There was so much anxiety that I've just, I got to reevaluate everything. So, mental inventory. Let's do that, shall we? Here in the back. Oh, I had it marked. I forget about these things all of the time. Okay, this has to kind of go sideways like this. So this is a spread that's in the bullet journal method by Ryder Carroll, the creator of the bullet journal system. And I liked the idea of this. Now he has the month, and I don't know if that just means that's the month he created it, or he decides that he wants to have one for every single month. He's really big about writing things over and over again. He says that there's a method to his madness, and you can certainly reschedule or strike out things that no longer apply. So he likes rewriting things in order to do that. It also acts as a way to review what you have done. I'm just not interested in rewriting things more than once. So I did put March in here, but again, I hurt my wrist, so there was a limit to what I was going to be able to do. So I wasn't doing a lot of future planning or anything like that. And this isn't really, I guess, a future planning thing. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it even though it's day 12. We're almost halfway through the month. It's perfectly fine. So working on, I'm sorry, this is like hitting me in the chest. So I'm going to turn it kind of slightly. Working on, should be working on, want to be working on. I think that this is great because there's always a ton of things I'd rather, be working on. And I usually, because I'm not an adult, I work on this column the most. Because I have no idea how to train myself to work on what I'm supposed to be doing. It's horrible. So working on now, I am working on this challenge. Hashtag 1 month in my Bujo challenge. I wanted to see if I could really do this for 1 month straight. I also wanted to have a note for my process. It's really going to be nice that if somebody asks me that's new, and a lot of people do, hey, how do you do like the mental inventory? It's kind of hard because in the past I've always just kind of updated, like when I move into a new planner, a setup video or something like that, and maybe possibly somewhere in there it talks about the mental inventory, but it's not like a focus. And now hopefully after this month I'll have a little bit of a focus on anything. So if somebody asks me, hey, what about this? I can be like, I have a video. And that's kind of nice. Even if they don't get everything that they want, they can always take what they like and leave what they don't. And hopefully they have somewhere to start off with, and hopefully some links down below that will help them find out where they need to go from there. So that's what I'm supposed to be working on. I'm also supposed to be working on, oh wait, maybe I should go across for each thing. No. Okay, so this, I'm also supposed to be working on my 2021 reading goals. Part of these goals are not only to read more, but also to read the books that are actually on my shelves, because I buy a lot of books and I've told myself I can't buy any more books until I read a couple, and then I'm allowed to get one. So I'm trying hard to set up these little like rewards and to keep me from just, buying whatever I want whenever I want, because that is just not working for me at all. Incentive, y'all. Okay. What else am I trying to work on? Working on, so I am also working on friendships. I've been sending out, love via mail to friends every single month. And so I am getting ready to send out another package for March. Last month, I sent out a bullet journaling kit to Adrian. So in the month before that, I sent out a book and a little bit of bullet journaling stuff to my friend Lauren. So that's also something I want to be working on. And then, of course, prep for April Camp Nano, because I'm going to be taking my current work, which is Project Violet, and adding about maybe 25 to 30,000 words. And I'm hoping that that is the case. I don't have my wristband on anymore, anything like that. I'm feeling good again. I just had that one accident where I was getting a little passionate about basketball. I did wear it yesterday during the game, and it was fine. It helped me remind me, because it was very stiff, that I'm not supposed to be, jerking around my arm. So that's good. I think I'm okay with that. I'm going to do some typing actually today, not for my book, but I have to write out something for next month's Facebook group. So we'll see how that goes, because I haven't been really focusing on typing for more than like 10 or 15 minutes. Okay, should be working on. Actually, I'm working on everything I'm supposed to be working on. That's kind of awesome, except for I really want to be working on my novel. I'm going to write that there, even though technically I can't, because I'm trying to rest up my wrist. For the dates that I had already set for when I want this novel to be finished, and this is probably the one I'm either going to try to traditionally publish, and if I can, I'm going to self-publish, because my goal, again, for this year, one of them is to be published either way this year. I need to just get my work out there, and like a Band-Aid, y'all. I'm so nervous about it, but it needs to happen. So I'm going to write that. Yep, so I'm supposed to be finishing draft 1, and this is just my signifier for Project Violet. So anytime I see a 1 in a square, that's what that means. What else should I be working on? I need to be working on health, and I put that on the back burner all of the time. So losing weight, something I need to start working on now before summer, because it's rough and it's getting warmer. Like, it's a nice sunny day. I had to close this because it was getting out of control, but it's beautiful outside. I'm hoping that it's not lying to me. Yesterday it did. It was sunny, but I went outside and it was cold AF. So I'm hoping it's warmer today. I need to go for a walk. It also helps me when I'm writing to go for a walk. I can process things while I'm doing that. Now the third column, want to be working on. Project Violet. Okay, so I have never had, what am I spelling? Project Violet. Pay attention to what you're doing, Sylvia. Anyway, I've never had so many ideas and motivation to write a novel. But when I get hurt, man, all I can do is think about what I can't do, which is type this novel. So I have been writing down a ton of notes, and I'm ready to just go for it in April and just type the crap out of this book, which has been great. And if you've ever read The Artist's Way, even if you're not a writer, but you kind of want to journal more and get into the groove of just writing down some of your just life stories, I highly recommend that book. In the book, it talks about filling the well. And sometimes we need to take a break. And sometimes our body knows we need to take a break more than we do. And maybe that's what's happening with this wrist thing. But I've taken a break, and I'm telling you, my well is just, it's gonna overflow right at this point. And I'm telling you, my well floweth over, right? It's out of control how much I want to work on this. It's killing me not to be able to work on this project right now in the way of just full on writing it out. I'm handwriting so much crap right now, which is great, but I have to retype that and it's going to drive me insane because I wrote a book by hand once when I was in my early 20s out of my teens. First book I ever wrote. I wrote it in like 5 composition notebooks and I was so proud of it. I loved it. And then when I tried to type all of that shit out, it was a hot mess and it was murder, y'all. Murder. Okay, so that's what I want to be working on the most is this and Project Canary. I actually want to work on a ton of projects, but I have to tell myself no. Focus. And there was something else I wanted to work on. Just short stories in general. I have 3 or 4 that I haven't finished. I want to work on and continue, but who has the time, y'all? Okay, so those are the things that I am working on, should be working on, and want to be working on. It's so funny that things I'm working on are rarely the things that I should be working on. I do have my wrist injury that I keep, lying to myself and saying is the issue. No, it really is an issue. But I should be working on Project Violet because I have hard deadlines for that. Hard deadlines. And you can't push it back. Coming back to The Artist's Way when I was talking about it over here, Filling the Well, there is some mention in that book about keeping a date with yourself, right? They talk about going on a date with yourself. If you're a writer, it's like set up a date with yourself and on this date, do whatever you want as an incentive. Also like to reward yourself because you've been doing the writing and all this stuff. So like for me, I'm trying to think of my hard dates for things as a date I'm setting with myself. And you wouldn't just like not show up to the date, right? That would be rude. And I need to think of it more in that way of you have set this date. Nobody else has. You chose to go on this date. So why aren't you making the date? That sounds crazy out of my head, but in my mind, and if I could write it on the page, it would be better. Anyway, so I really want to hit those hard dates and not have to reset them due to an injury. Like I'm trying to be kinder to myself this year, but I'm also trying to tell myself, Sylvia, you don't push yourself enough when it comes to these hard dates. It's not a soft date. You know what I mean? I have no soft dates and maybe that was a mistake, but also I feel like the more I'm putting on my dailies, the more crap I load on there, even if I have a bunch of forwards, I push myself to do more and I get more done than if I only have 3 things on there, which is why I probably should have already put anything on today, but I honestly don't know what I need to do. I need to reevaluate what needs to get done. I do know that I read some yesterday, but because I was busy, I didn't write anything down because I was stressed out about the game. All right, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope that this was helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.